Hey guys, it's Nabil from Topaz. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome back to the McLaren F1, which is sitting there proudly behind me. Now, the last video that we did of this car, I gave you a bit of a teaser on what we were going to do whilst getting it ready for this process. So as you can see right now, the car's gone through a bit of the process already. It's already been masked up. Some parts have already been taken off the car in situ until it goes into the bay, which is right next to me, where the booth, where they're going to start spraying the TopazSkin, and the color is going to change. That's the only thing I can say to you right now. But yeah, very excited on this project. I also mentioned a couple of things to you last time. One being a competition that we're going to be doing, where you're going to win something, and I'll talk to you about that at the end of the video. And the second bit I talked to you about is introducing some co-hosts, co-presenters on this channel. So the first co-presenter is my brother, business partner, and co-founder of Topaz, Mazin, who's right here. So Maz, do you want to come in the shop? So Mazin is essentially, for some of you who know or don't know, he is essentially the person who probably most of you, if you've transacted with Topaz, have dealt with. So he's the person who's in charge of operations. He's the person in charge of making sure that all the treatments and everything that we do in terms of quality standards, with all the staffing and everything, is all done to a specific standard that Maz and I have set together over the years. We built the business up together. So it was only right that I brought him into this channel so he can start talking about his perspective of what we do here. The whole reason why I think co-presenters actually will work very well in this channel is because it gives you a different dynamic of the business, and you get to meet different people in this business. So, Maz, first question is, what do you think of this project, and what's most excited about it? What do you think is going to happen?
Before I answer that question, I think eventually Nabil's let me out of my cage. So usually I'd be behind the scenes doing stuff, and now I'm live with Nabil. And
live and kicking right in front of the camera.
And now I'm live with Nabil presenting, which gives me great honor because I'm a true petrol head. So I'd like to talk about the project, the details of the project, just like Nabil does, and to go into all the intricacies and give you guys a different sort of perspective on things.
And I think that's very important, because I think and the reason why we work so well together is that we are able to go through different elements of a project, element of the business, so it gives you different dynamics. So I think I'm very, very excited about this. I finally managed to get him out of there, out of the workshop.
I've resisted for 12 years, and now finally, what a momentous day to come out and talk about a car.
Yeah, when you got that behind you. So what do you think about this? I mean, obviously the project itself, phenomenal.
I mean, it's an amazing car. It's a car of our generation. It's a car, you know, people say, will it be the next 250 GTO in terms of values? Well, no one knows, but it's definitely the car of our generation in terms of rarity, you know, appreciation, values, and performance at the time when it was launched. So it's a real poster car for me, this one. You know, this was a dream car for me to look at, let alone now for us to be given the opportunity in business to have worked on multiple McLaren F1s, ranging from several GTRs, long tails, road cars with funky variations, and so on and so forth. So definitely, it's amazing to finally get one in for skin. Credit to the owner, who's a dear friend of the business and a real petrolhead himself.
Proven by how the car came in after it was been driven.
Yeah, I mean,
for many miles.
I mean, to be totally honest with you, you don't get many people. Usually, people just put these cars in garages and look at them, but he drives it, and he drives it well. You know, he won a race in Spa and drove it straight here after a long sort of, what is it, 12-hour race, 24-hour race, something like that in Spa, and then drove it straight here. So a car gets used, and he wants it to be something different. He's had it in this combination for a long time, and he wants it to be quite a nice bespoke color, and that's exactly what we've done.
Cool, perfect. Listen, thank you so much. I'm going to show now. I think what we're going to go through the process at the end. We're going to bring you back in so you can have a talk about exact details of what has happened.
I'm not sure what I can talk about in terms of colors or anything like that yet. What's been published, not disclosed.
Don't say anything yet.
I'm not going to say anything yet. But the reality is, you can see I'm a complete amateur at this. So excuse my naivety and ignorance and slight amateurness in this. But yeah, fine. We'll
crack on. Okay, well, thanks very much for giving me your opinion about the car. and what's happening to it. But obviously we'll talk about that in a bit more detail.
Yes.
So thank you very much. So I want to introduce now our second co-host. Yes. So you can go that way. Thank you.
Do I have to come back?
No, it's fine. You can go now.
Okay,
it took me ages trying to get him to do some presenting. Now he doesn't want to leave. It's just typical, isn't it? So anyway, now I want to get you the second co-host, who I think has a wealth of experience in a different way. So please welcome Thomas Howarth. Pop in. I want to show you guys the man behind the plan. So Thomas, I've been working with Thomas for quite a while now. Everything you see on our social media, Thomas has had something to do with it. He's handed it one way or another, whether it's scripting things, whether it's imagining things, whether it's talking through the team, talking through to Vic, who's behind the camera, hi Vic, and then through the whole process of everything that has from point of sales to everything. Thomas is the man for the job. Thomas also has an Instagram channel known as Horsepower Hunter. Plug it. You can plug yourself in up here.
Thank you.
And he's the man who knows everything about anything to do with cars on the internet, where cars are all time, what the models are. I mean, he's an encyclopedia of cars. Is that quite right about what I've said about you?
Yeah, it's kind of you to say that.
So first question I want to ask you, like I asked Maz, what do you think about the car, and what do you think about this whole project that we're doing?
So, I mean, it's really exciting. I'm quite close with the owner, which I'm fortunate to be, and he actually spoke to me at the very beginning about what he thought, about what I thought he should do in terms of the colour change, because obviously the car is grey, and we're topaz skinning it, and for those of you who don't know, that means we're changing the colour. So he said, what colour should I do? And I sent him a few options and made him a couple of renders just to tease him with them before he could see the finished thing. What he went for has a really special inspiration. So I'm really, really excited to be able to show you the finished project and tell you about how he chose the colour, which again, we can't mention yet, but this is a little bit of a clue for those of you who are thinking. How he chose the colour, what it's inspired by, and perhaps even you might get a little teaser in another video. Perhaps you might even be able to see this car with the thing that it was inspired by, if you're very, very lucky. So I'm really excited to see that, because it's going to be a really special story, how the colour was chosen and everything like that. So, and of course, as Mazin touched on, this is an extremely special car. So, really exciting project.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, from myself and everyone here, the team, it's just so nice to be able to set a benchmark. I mean, my mind is always about setting benchmarks for everything we do, whether it's the detailing side right at the beginning, whether it's the paint protection film, the design element, whether it's the finish you get off paint protection film compared to what it was like before, to now what TopazSkin is all about. And I think this is now really true testament to the product, isn't it? Because you're having McLaren F1 being color changed with our TopazSkin. So you can't get higher praise than that, can you?
Of course.
So anyway, it's one of those things. Thank you very much.
No,
I really appreciate you
Thank
now
you.
helping out with the channel and helping out to be in front of the camera now, which I really appreciate. Thank you.
No, I'm excited to present some of these videos to you, especially the cars that I'm more enthusiastic about and have an interest in. Nabil likes to give the impression on the videos that he knows everything about these cars, but the truth is I'm whispering in his ear behind every video to tell him,
I've got a mic in
this
my
car
ear.
has this power, this many of them made, and so on. But no, it's good. It's really good to be finally in front of the camera after so many years behind the camera. So thank you, Nabil. Thank you. I'll let you crack on with the rest of the video.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. So anyway, so we're now at the process, well, we're at the stage of where I'm going to show you the process. I'm sure you're gagging to see what's happened to this car and what's going to happen to this car. So without further ado, keep your eyes peeled, and I'll catch you right at the end of the video, where I'm going to tell you how you can win via entering our competition, something quite cool. Enjoy this one. And there you have it, guys. That was a process to show you what we go through when we're doing TopazSkin, especially on this McLaren F1. So you can see the cars here behind me. We're in the booth, which is very, very sort of cool to think there's a McLaren F1 in pieces right now in our booth, waiting to be worked on. Well, it actually is being worked on, because at the moment, as you can see, I don't know whether you can tell or not, but it actually has the first stage of TopazSkin on there. So now, whatever we put on top of this is going to be peelable. So you can actually peel it off after this stage. So this is where the technology lies in terms of being able for you to actually take it off safely off the car. So as you can see with the booth itself, we have lifts in our booth, so the car is able to be lifted. Obviously the car's been masked, you've seen that. We've been prepped, been stripped, and now it's basically going through the whole stage. Now before I finish the video, I did promise you guys the last time that there's going to be a competition, and this is essentially what the competition is going to be. I want you guys to basically guess what color this McLaren F1 is going to be. So if you can guess which color, if you're the closest to guessing what the color is, you'll be able to win one of these, which at the moment, as you can see, this is in cooperation with our friends at Road Race Rally. They do phenomenal prints like this, full designs, custom designs and stuff like that, which is very, very cool. Joe is a legend of a human being. So you can win one of these, and as you can see, this is the original one, so it's not the color that we're going to be doing it in, but I want you to see, I want to see how creative you guys are going to be with this. So in order to actually get into the process of the competition, first thing to do is following us on Instagram, following Road Race Rally on Instagram, and obviously subscribe to our YouTube channel. It goes without saying. And then if you comment down below in these comments the color that you think. So what we'll do is we'll randomly choose a winner, and then I'll let you know in the next videos who the winner is that actually won this print. I think it's a cool thing. It's a nice way of you guys getting a bit more involved with us in this aspect, and I'm actually looking forward to see what you guys think. I want to see what colors you think this is actually going to be changed. It's colors or color. Yeah, I didn't say colors. I actually did say colors, but I'm not giving you a tip here. So it could be a color or colors. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I'm glad that I can show you this. It's just a pinch myself moment every time I think this car is in my booth, sitting here, waiting for work to be done to it. So make sure you check next week's video, where I'm going to be announcing the winner and obviously showing you the finished article, finished car, which I'm sure you guys want to see as well. So anyway, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all your support. Thank you.